Hello again, friends, and welcome to another fine edition of 151. My name is Adam, and I am joined by a man who doesn't know about TikTok, but he knows everything there is to know about Zoom. His name is Justin.
Hey! What's up?
Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm well. I'm wonderful. I'm... No, I'm kidding. I'm fine.
Okay, I got it there. All right. We're 151. We are sponsored by Skeleton Wine. You can find out more about them at their website, skeletonwine.com, or on their Facebook page at Skeleton Vineyards. As for us, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr, all at 151 The Show. And you can hopefully you subscribe and like and share and rate and do all that cool stuff on Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, and any other channel we're associated with. So got a very special show tonight as we are broadcasting during the COVID-19 outbreak pandemic apocalypse. And joining us on the line from somewhere in the depths of Iowa, he is the chairman of The Beard and the master of the dad joke. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony is on the line with us. Hey, Tony.
Hey, thanks for having me on tonight, guys.
How are you? It looks like you're broadcasting from a church.
No, I got the card table set up in the family room. We're good to go.
Are your daughters and your wife and everybody like staring at you as you do this, or?
No, the oldest daughter has to work at Starbucks in tomorrow morning, so she's got to get up at 3. So she's already off to bed, and the other teen doesn't want anything to do with dad, and the wife's reading, so
she just likes boys and all that kind of stuff.
Pretty much. So I get to hang out with you guys.
I would have actually loved to have panned the camera and saw just judging eyes watching him as he's doing this. Would have been great.
Oh, well, like I said, Tony, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're going to do one of our favorite things on the show tonight, and that is play Bag of Questions. This is where you say your one line, Justin.
Well, I didn't know whether you're gonna explain Bag of Questions.
I'm gonna wait till we get into it, and then you say your line, and then we do it. This is where we play Bag of Questions.
Cue the music.
What have I gotten myself into?
Yeah, pretty much. All right, everybody.
So Bag of Questions is where
we have legitimately a bag of questions. We reach in. We usually we do this together, and we'll go back and forth and all that kind of thing. But I'm going to be kind of the master of the questions tonight.
You're going to be in charge of handling the sack this evening?
Yes, I am all about the sack tonight. For those of you playing along at home, Tony isn't what you would call a super nerd, right?
Not at all. Not at all.
No, and truth be told, I was trying to think of ways, because we didn't want to do this in a way where it wasn't where you couldn't participate. But, it was like, okay, well, maybe we could, hide questions, especially for Tony, and we just pull those out, and we could cheat and all this. But then it was like, this is our damn show. We'll just do it however we want. So, Tony, you have your own special bag tonight.
Oh, dear.
These are Justin and I approved Tony Conrad questions for Bag of Questions tonight. So,
well, there you go.
All right. So what's going to happen is we're each going to go around the room. We're going to I'm going to draw the question for everybody, and then we will answer it. We'll discuss it. And we'll have fun with it. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Who's going first tonight?
I think Tony should go first.
All right. So we'll open Tony's special bag of questions. Tony Conrad, are you ready?
Shoot.
All right. All right, Tony's first question tonight, as I drew out of the special bag for Tony, so Tony could be a part of this because he's not a super geek. This is a question that's actually from Justin.
All right.
First, I'm going to ask: is your wife in the room?
No.
Okay. Gun to your
I know
head.
which one this is.
Gun to your head. Would you choose your wife or your beard? Answer away, Tony.
You're gonna find out real quick whether or not she actually watches this when you're done, or whether she just tells you she watched it.
I love my wife, and if she absolutely put her foot down and said the beard had to go, it would go in stages. But she tolerates it. She tolerates it.
Here, stand up again so we can get a full look at that bastard. Boy, it's like you hit the elevator button and it just keeps going. I do think you should get a business card now, though, that says Chairman of the Beard. So you'd really choose your old lady over your beard, huh?
Yeah, I don't know where else I'd live, and yeah. Divorces are expensive.
Well, you don't have to divorce her. You just don't have to be around her. I don't think Tony's going for it tonight.
No, I don't think so either.
All right.
Oh, and a hell of a way to start here on Bag
yeah.
of Good Questions.
Thanks, Tony. That was just awesome.
Did you want me to say that I was going to dump my wife?
Yes, we did.
Yes, yes, we did.
Oh. You don't know me very well, then.
Yes, of course we wanted you to say it.
You know me. You had to have known how I was going to answer
that. Gun to your head, wife or the beard? My wife. Next question.
Beard, definitely the beard. Oh, she's gone.
It would have. Can you imagine if he would have just said, "Hey, beard," and then nothing else? He just
beard.
Oh, Justin, are you up next?
I'm up next.
All right,
let me have it.
As I reach into the bag here, I added questions, and for those of you playing along at home, if you have a question for Bag of Questions, feel free to write us at 151theshow@gmail.com, or you can write us on one of the social channels to get your question is. Our buddy Seth Alney would really like this one.
I brought the beers and the flashlight from 1978. Of course I'm ready.
Which, by the way, big shout out to our buddies Seth Alney and his no good brother Jesse, as they got to be on oh crap, what's the name of that show? It was a show on Travel Channel, and I can't remember what it is now. Here, I'll read you the question. I'll remember it.
We hire Canadian actors, but.
All right, your question. I'll look up the name of the show, but your question is Bigfoot, fact or bullshit? Tony Conrad, aren't you glad you got involved in this?
Now, I just want to say there's a lot of Bigfoot theories out there. There's supernatural. There's extraterrestrial origin. There's missing link throwback, and I would just like to go on record as saying it is complete. I don't know.
Really?
It's false.
We got one guy that went with his wife, and then you're like, oh, well, you know, it could be out there. Just pick one.
No, it's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. I wanted to like for Seth just to have that spark of hope in his heart for just a second before I called bullshit.
For me, it's one of those things where I'm not really sure. Would I put it past it there being something out there that's, causing these sightings and that sort of thing? No, but I really don't know. I don't have enough experience. I don't have enough experience in the world of Bigfoot to really judge. And I know Seth and his brother, they did that Squatch, Iowa documentary that's on VidiSpace and won the big award for them. But I don't know.
I'm not saying that individual events don't have explanations, whether they be rooted in the supernatural, whether they be rooted in the animal based, whether they be, but overall linking everything out there into one Bigfoot conspiracy, I call BS. But as I've demonstrated time and time again, my job, so to speak, and one of the things that I do is I always go through, and I'm always a skeptic on things like that. And the day somebody proves me wrong, I'm more than open to it. I'm not going to, hold my belief in the lack of, in the face of evidence. I'm just waiting for that day.
All right. What about you, Tony? Do you, Bigfoot, yay, nay, kind of indifferent on it, or what?
Yay, all the way. I've seen the Facebook videos of him out in the woods playing the saxophone. So
that is true. So, I was not considering that evidence.
So I've seen it. I've seen the videos.
Oh, which I do want to go into Seth's spot on that show. Seth and his brother Jesse at some point, but I want to save that because that'll be a real dive into the world of reality TV, and I'll save that for later. Okay, so Tony doesn't believe Bigfoot. Justin doesn't believe, and we're off to the next question, right?
Yeah, you ready to reach into your own sack, buddy?
Yes, I'm reaching into the sack for the bag of questions, trying to get another question out. I pulled 2, but I grabbed 1 there, so we were off. I couldn't find the name of that show, and I cannot remember what it was. I just know they were like,
Wasn't it Destination something? Destination
no, that's a different one, I believe.
Ghost? Oh.
I don't know. I just remember that they were like, yeah, it's we chased the Bigfoot, and in the reality show, they were being chased by Bigfoot with a 1970s flashlight. Okay, my question is, imagine sitting at a supper table. You can invite 3 other guests to make the most interesting conversation possible. Who do you choose? Oh, God. How do you guys get Bigfoot and Tony gets the beard or his wife, and I get the... Oh. Well, do any of you guys have an answer to this? Because I'm going to take a second to think. I mean, I think it's one of those...
The show is called These Woods Are Haunted.
Oh, that's right. These woods are haunted. So thank you, Justin. We appreciate that. All right. Let's see. If I'm going to go down the road of answering this, I think one of the people I would take is Patrick Stewart, for one. I've had a huge man crush on him for a very long time. Not just from Star Trek, but from the world of Marvel and so on and so forth. Let's see who else. Okay, so I got Patrick Stewart on one side, me on the other. I don't really need anybody else. Tony, are you frozen? Did we lose Tony?
No, I'm here.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Your camera was so perfectly still, it looked like you were. You know what? Just to kind of make things weird, I'm going to throw in Joe Exotic on the other side of the table, the Tiger King.
Nice.
And then, okay, so we got very civilized on one side with Patrick Stewart, just complete mess on the other with Joe Exotic. I need someone that's kind of in the middle that would be able to buffer those two, right?
Hugh Jackman.
No, because him and Patrick would start talking, and it would be like, okay, this is cool, and nobody else would be, and then I'd be stuck with Joe Exotic. I'm going to go Hayden Fry on the other side.
Thanks for inviting me to dinner, Dick.
I eat with you all the time.
Not with Patrick Stewart.
Okay, fine. I'll get rid of... Do I get rid of Joe Exotic, or do I get rid of Hayden Fry? I'll get rid of Joe Exotic, and I'll bring Justin to the table. God.
Say that's a judgment call you got to make, man.
I don't know. I just kind of want to throw Joe Exotic in there to see what happens.
I think we all get COVID-19 from what I hear.
Oh God, have you watched? Either of you guys watched Tiger King yet?
Oh yeah.
No.
Did you watch it finally, Tony?
Not.
Oh yeah, I watched all of it, and I watched the extra one with the Parks and Rec guy.
Did you like it? Was it something like you enjoyed, or was it just kind of like, whatever?
I enjoyed the first 2 episodes, 2 or 3. To me, need to be that long.
Oh, okay. I don't know where this extra audio is coming from.
I was gonna say it's.
Apparently, because I'm lit up.
The aliens.
And we're back from technical difficulties. I don't know what happened, but Justin's computer. He has probably the best computer out of all of us. And what happened, dude?
Just started throwing, obviously, noise across the audio. I'm not sure why. So
it legitimately sounded like an alien language or something.
And like for two or 3 seconds, mine sounded weird, and then you guys sounded great, and then you said I sounded weird. So I don't know whether it's the Bluetooth headphones, the USB mic, or I've got enough computer to run a small space program, so I don't think that's probably the issue. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
Bill Gates.
Yeah. This is 151. You can find out more about us at 151theshow.com or thisstation's website.com. Tony Conrad will probably appreciate that one.
Yeah, little inside joke there, but I love it.
We've actually explained it a few times, but it's...
yeah, okay. All right.
Everybody was like, what are you guys doing with this station's website.com? And it's like, it's an inside radio joke. All right, as we continue on through Bag of Questions, please head over to the webpage, 151theshow.com, and follow us over on Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr, or we don't use Tumblr anymore, Instagram. Tony, I've got your next question from the special bag for Tony.
Oh, okay.
All right, Tony. Oh, here we go. Favorite Pokemon Go critter and favorite Pokemon Go experience.
Ooh. My favorite critter lately is, I think it's pronounced Timpole. It looks kind of like a little tadpole wearing headphone looking guy.
Okay.
So, I'm a big fan of that. Favorite experience.
Because for people that don't know, you legitimately play Pokemon Go. I mean, you've got like technology built into your phone that just plays it for you now, right?
Oh yeah, I've got the watch thing that I use from time to time. But yeah, I love it. I've been playing it. I'm about 1 million away from level 40, so I'm pretty excited about that. Should hit that by midsummer.
You know what? With all the walking you could do with COVID and stuff, you could probably hit that a little bit quicker if you tried.
Yeah, and they've really eased up on some of the stuff. I mean, it used to be a very social game about get out and get with groups and raid and do all this stuff. And they've kind of had to tweak and change the way the game is played a little bit because of the sheltering in place and the quarantine and stuff. So I've been able to rack up some points.
You know what I was just thinking? You were saying that you and your daughter like go and drive around and do that kind of thing. Why don't you go Pokemon Go hunt with her? Just have her drive and you Pokemon.
You know, in the early days of the game, that's what I would do. I would just like let her drive, and I was like, okay, go over here, go over here. Now you're gonna park right here, and so yeah, that would be a good experience. The other experience would be like one of the very first community days.
Okay.
All right. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but
Nope.
It's a 3-hour window where they've got bonuses and extra things, and you're going after one particular Pokemon, and it could be shiny, and those are extra special Pokemon. Anyway,
how did you get into Pokemon? I mean, really, you're a grown man with a 4-foot beard. How did you get into Pokemon?
Like the day after it came out, and I started seeing it pop up on social media, like, oh wow, this is cool, everybody's out doing it. I'm like, all right, well, I'm on the radio, probably going to need to talk about this or at least know what's going on. So I downloaded the app, and I'm still playing it today.
And next thing you know, I'm hooked. All right, so cool. So
do either of you play?
I played for like 1 or 2 days. Like it was the same thing, you know, being on a morning show at the time. It was the big thing to talk about. So we all downloaded it and we went around town doing some of the Pokemon stuff. And then it was kind of like, okay. You walk around and you blow data. That's about it here. So it didn't hook me like some video games do. I could see how people would get hooked on it. I mean, just having to go around and find all the different, critters and stuff.
You know, I think you really should take your son out sometime, just no expectations, and just see what happens. I think you'd have a good time.
No, if anybody's going to do that, it's Justin, because he actually likes his kids.
I would like to jump in and throw out one thing. You said that Tony Conrad had to have his own questions because he's not a super nerd like us. Dude plays Pokemon Go. He's a super nerd. It's just a different kind of category.
Yeah, but that's like the only thing you're a nerd on, isn't it, Tony? Like you don't have a whole lot. Like you haven't seen any movie ever, as far as I can tell.
No.
I think anytime I've ever asked you if you've ever seen, hey, have you seen, movie A? No, I think I fell asleep during it. That's like your default answer for everything.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. I've only seen the first 3 Star Wars movies, the original one, and then Empire Strikes Back, and then Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
So Tony, there were only ever 3 Star Wars movies. Anybody who's told you anything different is a liar.
Oh, this is 151. This just giant mess of bad technology, people can't hearing and stuttering and all this. Hopefully you're enjoying it. We'll dive back into the questions. Justin, you're up for questions, okay?
All right, man.
All right. Here we go. Whoa. Justin, your camera just cut out or something.
14% goes pretty darn quick.
That's what I was wondering. Did we just lose him?
Just give me his question. I'll take it.
All right. I'm going to give you his question.
I may have no idea what it's about, but
All right, let's take a stab at this.
All right, I'll try.
Actually, you know what? You probably could answer this. Justin's question, which Tony's going to answer here in 151's bag of questions. What superpower do you know you would abuse?
Oh, wow.
I'll tell you right now, I would probably abuse any superpower anybody would give to me.
Yeah, I think it'd be very easy. Very easy. I can think of two. Superpower of invisibility.
Okay.
Or supersonic hearing. I could see myself, sitting at
How would you
restaurant.
abuse supersonic hearing? Just eavesdropping on people, or?
Yeah, just sitting at a restaurant, at a bar, and listen in to people's conversations. Man, think about that back when you were in college. Man, you could listen to what they were what the the girls were saying about you, and know which one was into you or whatnot.
The what was the other one you said?
Invisibility.
You would spy on people.
It could be fun. It could be fun.
Wholesome Tony. Yeah, I would probably abuse invisibility and spy on people. You're a watcher, you weirdo.
Oh, how about you?
Telekinesis, that kind of thing, like the Force, that stuff. I'd be throwing people into walls all the time. I mean, I would just, it doesn't matter what the superpower would be, I would find a way to abuse it. I legitimately couldn't be trusted.
It would be really easy to abuse just about anything.
Like, the superpower I'd always kind of thought would be cool would be like energy manipulation, like shooting like crap out of your hands and, all that kind of stuff. Like, I would fricassee people left and right. Like, if there was no stopping you and nothing to, like, that check and balance, I mean, who cares at that point? I don't mean to sound like a horrible, horrible human being here, but
you're a horrible, horrible human being here.
At least I know it. It kind of slipped out about you. I think I'd spy on people in the shower.
I never said shower. You just put that in there yourself.
You better hope you're not a heavy breather. Oh, God. Should I just go or what?
This isn't my show, buddy.
This is 151. Apparently, it's my show now. As Justin, we lost him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his camera. He was having computer issues, and then his phone was at 14%. So I'm pretty sure that died, and that's why he has left us. Tony is joining me. He's a buddy from work. As for us, 151 The Show, we're at 151theshow.com. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at 151 The Show. YouTube, Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, all that stuff. If you like this kind of just monstrosity of a show that we're trying to make funny, right? We found
and shout out to Skeleton Wines, right?
There you go. Skeleton Wine, our sponsor. All right, as we move through bag of questions. Oh, wow. This is one I wish Justin was here for, because you're going to be zero effing help on this one. Mash up Star Trek and Doctor Who. Which Star Trek, which Doctor Who?
I'm going to say Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Okay, so basically, I was asking the question.
It's all on you, man.
All right, so basically, it was asking which Star Trek and which Doctor Who you would do, because Doctor Who, there's 13 different people played the Doctor, the same character. He has a lifespan of like millions of years, and then when he dies, he regenerates into another person. Right? Now
you're saying he, but in recent episodes, is it a woman?
Yeah, no, they finally gave the part to a woman. Jodie Whittaker, I believe. But anyways, so you have 13 doctors there, and I'm just gonna go easy here because I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna put it back in the bag for when Justin's here, because he's a really big Doctor Who fan as well as a Star Trek fan. But as I stall here, I'm just gonna do David Tennant and Next Generation. David Tennant was a really good doctor. I enjoyed his work. He was a lot of fun. Peter Capinera, and I can never say his name right. The 12th Doctor. Yeah. I would like him, but yeah, see one of them do something with Patrick Stewart. I think that'd be cool. You got
I
nothing,
got
dude. Yeah.
I got nothing.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna put this question over to the side. Tony, we'll reach back into your bag. Another question for Tony, who's joining us on the show tonight. Uh-oh.
Hey,
I heard a buzz.
hey,
Did he?
Hi, guys.
Hey, there he is.
Justin's back.
So, funny story. Apparently, the good people at Verizon, even though they've added a lot of data to everybody, they decided that the amount of data that I'd put through my hotspot, talking with Adam this month and proving this out and making this work 3 days from the end of the month, was too much and decided to throttle me down mid podcast.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
And then when I went to my phone, I started out with 15% battery, which was an estimated like 40-minute time remaining. And I'm like, oh, I can finish this no problem. No, it lasted that long.
No, we knew, and that's why I asked you if you wanted to get your charger, and you were like, no, I'll be fine.
No, I had an estimated time up there, man. So I have moved to alternate transmitting means, and I think we should be good here.
So, did you swear when it went down?
Profusely.
Okay, just want to make sure.
All the way out of the office, through the downstairs, up the stairs.
Well, what was funny about it was I asked Tony, I'm like, do we keep going? And he was like, it's your show.
I'm merely a cog in the puzzle or the machine that is 151. You guys could have fully supported it without me.
All right, Tony, I drew a question out for you. If you were to serve one meal to an alien ambassador, like a person from a different planet,
Oh, wow.
what would that meal be?
You know, I think I'm going to go surf and turf with twice baked potatoes and air fried on the side.
What would you serve to drink during this? Knowing that
Ooh.
knowing that the fate of the Earth is kind of involved here.
Oh, iced tea and maybe some whiskey.
Okay. So you're gonna put the entire fate of the universe, or at least our world, with surf and turf, air fried asparagus, and a double baked potato. Way to pull out the Jack's Pizza, buddy.
Well, Slorb, I thought they were pretty good, and then they served me these bitter green sticks like I'm some sort of an animal. So obviously they have to be destroyed.
I don't know. Bag of Questions is so goofy when not everybody's in the same room.
When this is all over, we could do another episode.
Oh, okay. Great. Yeah, just what I want to do with the rest of my Saturday night. Justin, your next question on back. How long are we going here? The technical difficulties have completely thrown off what we said we were doing for a time limit here.
I don't know, one more round?
Sure. We'll do this one and then we'll do one more round, okay? We'll finish off this round and then one more. Okay. All right. Just
and Tony, when this is all over and we do this, we can just make out a day out of it and actually cook stuff.
I'm all for that, man. All for that.
All right, Justin, your question on Bag of Questions, the really crappiest version of this show we've ever done. Reboot this show. Married with Children. How would you reboot it? It's a tough one, right?
Well, I mean, do I have to? I mean, it was classic.
Yes, it's Bag of Questions. It's on the sheet of paper.
Married with Children reboot for 2020. Christina Applegate is now
little older than
Ed
us.
O'Neill. No, is now Ed O'Neill's character. She is like her looks are still there, but she never achieved that much success because she was kind of bimboing around.
Okay.
She is married to a model. Like a male model, like a Joey Tribbiani before he got six style, that just sits around and instead of eating bonbons, just like works out but contributes nothing.
Okay.
She drives instead of an old Dodge, she drives like a crappy like the first generation Prius electric that he got for some modeling gig instead of payment, but it only gets like 15 miles and the battery dies because it's a lemon.
Okay.
And they have generic kids, one who's like stupid into phones and technology and stuff, and one who's like Carlton from Fresh Prince.
Okay, so your reboot is actually using someone. It's you
Yes.
essentially went the Picard method.
Yeah. I went a soft reboot using her as the link between the two series.
Okay, if you had to replace Ed O'Neill as Al Bundy, who would it be? Tony, do you know who Al Bundy is?
Oh yeah.
Who would you use for Al Bundy?
See, I would take it a different direction, and I would like Beverly Hills it up. So I would do Matt Damon and Reese Witherspoon for the husband and wife.
Matt Damon as a shoe salesman. That could be really interesting.
I don't know who you replace Ed O'Neill with. I am stumped.
I
don't know of anybody out there who's got that kind of everyman feeling to him.
Actually, I've got one or the other. John C. Reilly or Will Ferrell.
See, and I thought about Will Ferrell, and I rejected it like out of hand because I don't feel that he wouldn't play it straight enough. He's not.
But John C. Reilly?
I don't know. You really felt that Ed O'Neill was a shoe salesman, was a broken down, ex high school quarterback.
As far as he's a running back.
Niche.
Was it the quarterback?
Yeah, right.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, but you felt that there was a genuine feel to Ed O'Neill that I don't think anybody in Hollywood has right now.
Okay. All right. This is Bag of Questions on 151 The Show. Find us on 151theshow.com or the station's website. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at 151 The Show. This is the final round of Bag of Questions. Thank God. This night has gone just swimmingly bad.
Well, it could have gone worse.
Okay, there are 2 questions left in Tony's special Bag of Questions.
All right, something.
All right, I've got 2 questions, one in each hand, right, of yours. You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna ask you both of them because we've just ruined your night. What tiny detail in a movie or a trend in a movie just bugs the crap out of you?
All right, this is going to be kind of way inside baseball here, but we have a sound effects library at the radio station where I work, and it's got these generic kids laughing, and I hear them damn kids in TV commercials and movies everywhere. I can pick those kids out. I know it's not laughing, so
that's funny.
I know it's not I know it's not real.
The one that the sound effects library is the person getting hit, because it's in every single football movie and every single like football commercial. It's like the generic sound effect.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to save your last question because you're going to really like the last one. Okay.
All right,
Justin, your final question.
See, and for me, it's the Wilhelm scream. Takes me out every time.
There's no way. Justin, your question is, or your order is, reboot this show. Cheers.
Okay.
You know what's funny? These are some of these questions that we were always doing this, and I just keep adding to it from time to time.
Right.
And I wrote down like 5 of these reboot ones all in a row.
This is what happens when we let you handle the sack, man.
I guess so, dude. This bag of questions. If anybody's still watching at this point, God bless you.
Yes, no kidding.
So, all right, reboot. Cheers.
We're all making do in a COVID world, and this is what you get from us.
This is the best we can do. This is as good as Saturday Night Live.
Right. Well, we're putting out as high quality as the Tonight Show is right now. Come on. Reboot. Cheers. I'm gonna say you can't beat a classic a bar scene, but we take it out of Boston.
Okay.
Let's put it somewhere fun.
What's not fun about Boston?
They can't pronounce R.
Really? That's what you're gonna fall back on?
I don't know. I think there are funner places than Boston. Let's put it in California. Let's put it in Texas.
Okay.
What the hell?
All right.
Let's put it in Texas. Let's make it a not necessarily a former baseball player.
Former cowboy.
Former cowboy. Okay.
Like Dallas Cowboy, not regular.
Yeah,
Cowboy.
Dallas Cowboy. Yeah. Well, could be both. Yeah. Former Dallas Cowboy.
No. What was his name? From Necessary Roughness.
Scott Bakula.
Yeah, it's Scott Bakula. Scott Bakula's character from Necessary Roughness.
The Roughness now owns a bar. Yes. No, you are Manu the Slender. Is in there either as a Woody style character. It's not early Cheers, it's later Cheers. So we don't have Coach.
Okay.
We don't have Shelley Long. We're gonna do the Kirstie Alley era Cheers.
Kathy Ireland can be the Kirstie. Yeah.
Yes, character. We play that whole dynamic, and the whole thing revolves around. There was really no overarching thing to Cheers, though, was there? There was no thematic.
It was just kind of a Boston bar owned by a sports guy, right?
Right. So this is a Texas bar, owned by
No.
Paul, what's his name?
Here's what you do. You remember the bar fight they got into in the movie?
Yes.
He now owns that bar.
Billy Bob's?
Yes, he owns Billy Bob's.
Nice. Okay.
So now instead of calling it Cheers, it's called Billy Bob's.
Right. Yeah. So you can write a whole series or a whole episode about problems with the mechanical bull malfunctioning.
Oh, and who the guy from the other team, the flat top? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's now like the building inspector that's always coming around and giving Scott Bakula's character problems. It was Paul Blake. How is Sinbad in this?
Sinbad is Cliff Ratzenberger's character. I don't know that he's a mailman, but look at all the answers Sinbad had in that movie.
Yeah,
he is definitely.
He was like an astrophysicist or something.
Yeah, he was a smart guy.
Yeah.
So you get Justin Bateman back in there to basically play Norm. You get Sinbad with those two, the dynamic they had back and forth, mentor-mentee relationship. You get God, I wish Robert Loggia was still with us. That'd be awesome. Now I would bring back the Coach character if we could get Robert Loggia back in there.
Thing's been working for me. Which that probably might be the best football speech of all time.
There are three great football movies for me. There is Necessary Roughness, there is The Replacements, and there is Varsity Blues. And of all three of those, Necessary Roughness stands at the peak for me.
Oh, that's just wonderful. I'm glad that one came up. We'll do one final question for me. Way to go there, Justin. I'm glad I could handhold you through that.
I was going to say, you pretty much sowed the seeds on that one and just let me run with it.
Is Tony even still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I was going to say I would cast Justin as Norm, and I'd cast you as Cliff Clavin.
Don't you saying I'm fat?
No, I'm saying I think you like beer.
Guilty as charged.
There you go. My final question. Oh, God. What three mysteries you'd like to see solved?
Bigfoot, aliens, and what's behind Tony's beard.
I've seen behind Tony's beard. It is not pretty.
There's only another beard.
You know what? I will say, I mean, you gotta go aliens and, that paranormal stuff, right? For one of them.
Aliens, Jeffrey Epstein, and Carol Baskin's husband.
Carol. Oh, you got any mysteries you want solved, Tony? While I think for a second.
Oh, I'm gonna say Area 51, the K assassination, and
What was the second?
why was there nothing? Why was there nothing in Capone's tomb when Geraldo Rivera broke in?
Oh, good call. I'm gonna say, what was your second one? You kind of broke up.
Area 51, JFK.
Oh, okay. You know what? There's that one JFK show. Have you guys ever watched it where they're saying that, yeah, Oswald probably shot at him, but they think somebody theorized that it was one of the Secret Service FBI guys. Gun went off from behind because they would have heard the gunshots. The car would have accelerated, and like he went back. And it's like at the perfect angle that his gun, if it went off, it would have shot him in the back of the head from the right angle. It's a really as soon as they saw it, they showed the stuff. It's like, okay, I might believe that. That's really interesting.
I read something the other day that I never read before, that due to a recurring back injury, he was wearing a brace that day, and he actually couldn't duck out of the way when they heard the first shot.
Yeah.
Because the back brace prevented him from bending down.
Really?
What I
Okay.
read.
I'm gonna say, okay, these are my mysteries. Alien life, the paranormal, like ghosts and stuff. What's going on there? Is it, the other side, or is it something else? And I want to know, is the president at the top of the mountain, or is he just a figurehead and there's a whole bunch of other stuff behind him?
I would also like to look into the mystery of the 1978 flashlight from the Jesse and Seth's episode of These Woods Are Haunted.
Oh, God. All right, the final...
Where did they find that Radio Shack?
Yes. All right, Tony, this question is for you.
Oh, dear.
What is the best dad joke ever told?
Oh, gosh. Man, you're really putting me on the spot here.
You know what? While you think about it, we made through it, even with all the technical difficulties and stuff, we made it through a ton of questions tonight. Probably because we didn't get sidetracked as we normally do.
Well, it's easy when we're together to, go off on tangents, but, we always, technical difficulties aside, we generally do better when we have a guest so that we don't look like complete jackasses in front of our friends, peers.
Well, we failed miserably
whatever.
at that tonight.
Well,
So, Tony, or
oh, God.
the best one. Pick one that is the best.
Oh, man.
It's like choosing
Tony,
between
you'll know when you've got the best dad joke because it'll become apparent.
But I like that. I don't know. I'm just going to tell you the joke I used today for my bad dad joke. What did the Dalmatian say after dinner?
I don't know.
That really hit the spot.
Tony, tell us where we can find your bad dad jokes because you got a ton of them.
You could just go to anchor.com / Tony Conrad.
Okay.
I'll take you right there.
All right, we'll put a link up on that on the page. Oh, God. And on that note, this has been...
I love it. I love it, Tony.
This has been Bag of Questions on 151. My name is Adam. He's Justin. We were joined by Tony tonight. Thank you so much, Tony. If you want to find out more about us, 151theshow.com, this station's website.com.
You can find us on Facebook, Twitter,
and Instagram, all at 151theshow.com. Follow us, like us, subscribe on Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, Google Play, and every other channel we're associated with. We can't end without a shameless plug.
Do the music!
It's time for another shameless plug here on the show. This is where we just shamelessly plug something. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a tool, a restaurant, a set of headphones, anything you want. This week, or this time around, Justin.
Well, I do want to give a local or a shout out to all your local restaurants that are struggling right now. Do yourself, get some curbside, pick it up, take it home, order some beer with your curbside. Who knew that was going to happen? But let's keep that rolling. If that might be the only good thing to come out of this whole thing, if we can order beer to go. But my shameless plug for today is Oklahoma Joe's. As you know, most of you, you've heard me talk about food and smoking and
Smoking food, not
whatnot.
just smoking.
What's that?
I said smoking food, not just smoking.
Yes, smoking food, all sorts of
We're
ways
big
that I
pipe
like
smokers.
right. I like to prepare. I like to cook. It's a passion, a hobby of mine, and I recently upgraded to an Oklahoma Joe Ryder Deluxe. I'll be honest with you. I took a little stimulus money and I took it to an American store that employs a lot of veterans, Lowe's, and I bought an American product, which is an Oklahoma Joe pellet grill smoker. I've been doing pretty much the standard fare for the weeknights for the kids. Hamburgers, hot dogs. Today I tied into some beef short ribs. Smoked some sweet potatoes that I mashed up, and did some crank that sucker over to high heat and sauteed some mushrooms in a grill pan, and it was phenomenal. It's healthy cooking, it's clean cooking, it's good cooking. The food was incredible. I can't say enough about that product. So if you want to get into pellet grills or smoking, go try an Oklahoma Joe's.
All right. Again, Tony, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We apologize for all the technical difficulties.
It's all good. Thanks for having me, guys.
Awesome. All right, everybody, have a great rest of the night. We promise we'll get this whole technical difficulty thing wrapped up at some point. For Justin and Tony, my name is Adam, and have a good night, everybody.